But getting the Series X, I have every game I already owned. That's compatible. And of my 360 games, about half is compatible with through backwards compatibility, which is really cool. And to be honest, the backwards compatibility seems pretty decent now. I remember in the early stages it was very... I mean, it wasn't bad by any means. Oh boy. Oh, there's a lot of dudes. Yeah, it wasn't bad by any means, it just had some lighting issues. Is that a manuscript? Hey! Nice. Don't mind me. Wick lies to the sheriff. Stop spoiling the game!
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help, but I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
To be as recently as a couple days ago, my PS3 is still working, because that's what I played Battlefield 3 on. Oh. Okay, double teamed. Quadruple teamed. Gangbanged. Basically what just happened. I got him. Nice. I don't think that guy hit me. I love how I don't even need to focus it to actually weaken them. It's great. But I will definitely say PS5 is good for people that already own a pretty robust library of PS4 games. Aside from that, it's not great if you're wanting to play PS3 or 2 or 1 games on it. It's crazy just how backwards compatible the PS3 was. Backwards compatible with every PS1 game, a selection of PSP games, I think through custom firmware, and then a decent chunk of PS2 games, again through custom firmware and emulation. There were PS2 classics, but that was very, very limited. Kind of similar to PS4, really. But I think there were more on PS3.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide. If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press,
We're just gonna watch a TV show, I guess.
Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment, known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, 2 new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one thing did not happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum
Oh, now we all die.
immortality.
Yep.
Poor Dr. Colvin, felled by his own hubris or the ignorance of the masses. Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. If night spreads...
Is it Schrodinger's cat? Where the cat is dead but also alive. That's what supports that theory, I guess. I didn't even realise I had the shotgun equipped. Whoops. Use. What did I do? Oh, there's no enemies. Okay. This place looks a lot more messed up than normal. Holy crap! Bartran's box. Is that the same as Schrodinger's cat? I'm guessing so. I wanted to look around for a manuscript. Okay. Yeah, I thought as much. But I've never heard of that one, I don't think. Hey, it's Carl! Oh, he's accompanied by people. Oh, fuck. Jesus. Worst part is I pressed B to dodge. Oh dear. Got him. I don't actually know if that works. I can't hear. Let's see. Wow, my English is screwed. Oh, there's a guy behind me. Oh god, Jesus. There he goes. Come on, Carl. Hallelujah.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come, assuming I'd reach the lights of the gas station alive.
There we go. We killed Stucky. Whew. Well, now I'm safe. I kind of want to look around for stuff. What's that do? Does that just open the... open the gate? It do indeed. I highly doubt there's anything in here, but you never know. Aha! See, if I hadn't looked around. Well, you know what I mean when I say safe. There are no enemies. Which, to me, is relatively safe. You can usually tell when there are enemies because the music's all tense. Oh shit, I can't do that. I don't think there's a manuscript page. I thought maybe, what with it being a fairly large area, they would have one, but... would appear not. Either that or there was one here and I missed it. In which case... oh well. He has finally reached the gas station.
The parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived
yeah.
at Alice.
Yeah, with the 68th annual Christmas fair or something. If only we came here a year later. Maybe all this shit wouldn't have happened.
After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
I don't know why I thought I could jump on the bins. Never mind. God, I'm just obsessed with trying to find collectibles. Hey, manuscript page! Aha! Now here's the big question, did I miss one? I did not.
Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. Something, a feeling caught his attention. Stucky looked up and stared as his brain tried in vain to process the horror before him. He stumbled back, knocking over a can of oil. A black pool spread across the floor while he struggled for a brief moment, then let go as the unrelenting darkness engulfed him.
Ooh. Poor Stucky. Focus.
The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now.
Yeah, well, sadly, some of the collectibles I can't get because I'm not playing on Nightmare.
Like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
Which, I mean, is cool for people that play on Nightmare, but sucks for everyone else. Hey, a TV show! Aw.
Right. I'll keep writing. Outside there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her, I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost. I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
I mean, technically, I shouldn't find the collectibles or the manuscript pages because they spoil what happens in the game. Yeah. Like, we already knew that Wake was talking to himself on a TV because it said so in the manuscript page. What's this? Nordic walk-in. Oh, I thought there was an untextured box. Never mind. Use the phone or look around first. Welcome. What? I can read. 68th Annual DFS, September 15th to 18th. Games and activities, raffle tickets, fishing competition, pie contest, and surprise competitions, live music. For the Children, Bucktooth Charlie Afternoons, and Montgomery the Mystic's Amazing Phantasmagoria. Don't miss the legendary DFS parade. It is not spoilers. I think it's part of the law. It's definitely spoilers. Considering I got TV and gas station literally 10 or 15 minutes before I got here,
I stepped into the gas station.
it tells you literally everything that happens.
The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place, or that.
See, as soon as we walked in, we were blinded by a bright light, an old portable TV on the shelf come alive by itself.
And I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was...
It spoils what happens, it doesn't detail everything that does happen. But it spoils upcoming things. Oh yeah, I need to interact with the phone. Hooray, it works!
Great Falls Sheriff Station.
Nice. Oh, this is where he lies to the sheriff.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker, you are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen, I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head.
Oh, this is where this is all a dream.
Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay?
And that's how we know everything that's gonna happen.
Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized
we killed him.
Tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
Ah, so that's where he lies to her. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Told you so. Oh. Oh god, now I don't know what's real and what isn't. So, when Alice was like knocked into the water, was that the dream or was that the real world? Is this the dream? Is this the real world? So many questions. End of episode 1. Nice. Does every episode have credits? I'm wondering. I have a feeling this is copywritten. Just music. Okay, skip.
Previously on Alan Wake,
It's like a TV show.
I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
What the fuck?
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
Kind of reminds me of the
Behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare.
the Telltale games with the whole previously on.
Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
So weird. Episode 2, Taken. Ooh, starring Liam Neeson. New York City 3 years ago.
Honey, I'm home.
Oh god, the fucking...
Sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Alright. Yeah, it did talk about parallel worlds, that's true. I just think there's reality and there's a dream. Maybe there's 3 worlds. This is the dream world, we have the nightmare world with all the shadowy creatures, and then we have reality, where Alan's in an insane asylum, in a straitjacket. Hey, manuscript page. Did I just pick all of them up now? The sudden stop. Huh? Oh, it's episode 2.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse.
Is that Max Payne?
Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
It is Max Payne. I thought it sounded familiar. How weird.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Yeah, exactly. Which ties into what I said. You have 3 worlds. A dream world, a reality, and then the nightmare. The nightmare is where the house sunk. Oh. So what have we got? The fall of Casey. The things that I want. Alex Casey. What I can't forget. And return to sender. Voice actor, I'm gonna keep his family alive. Aye, poor old Max. I just love how Max is incredibly happy in those games. Because his face is it's just an image plastered on a model. And he's got the best smirk ever.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Go to Alice.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups.
Thermos.
They're on your desk. Tell
Fuck
me
yeah.
what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform
Oh,
all
shit.
sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Hey, excuse me. Oh, nice. What is this? Oh, wait. That was a poster in the first Nightmare. We were running away from the black fog. Oh, this is where I could have picked up the manuscript. Alright, well, whatever.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan?
Pretty sure I've heard that gasp before.
Please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Focus. Oh. Boop.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay.
There you go, keep you safe.
Bye.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I
Oh, thank God I don't need to find candles.
But it's just... especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Isn't his wife a Coco too? Wait, what do you mean a Coco? Oh, cuckoo. Okay, right, yeah.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
Pretty shit, not gonna lie.
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me.
What the hell are you
I'll
wearing?
let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you.
Not like a memory foam
good at her
backpack?
job. I'm sure she can
vest?
locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was
fish.
the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
God, I feel like an idiot. I thought that was a katana. It's a fishing rod.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, it doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
Yeah, I quite enjoy fishing, to be honest, in RuneScape. Never done the actual thing. I think I've done it once, but I was very young. I don't really remember it. How far am I in the game? I'm on episode 2, so not very. Read. Have you seen this man?
Everything seems to be fine.
Knack for winning contests. Not even a name. Oh no, the poor cat. It's so low res. Have you seen these men? Richard, however you say that, Bruce Dansky, Jacob Miller. I said episode 2. Taken. On a camping trip. Overdue. Haven't been in contact. If you've seen them or know their whereabouts, please call 555-9932. Thank you. Oh, that's Sarah's office. I don't want to go there yet. There might be a manuscript. No, not.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Hey, I don't care. I'm looking for
That was
manuscripts.
Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town.
Oh, that chick.
Refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back
Ew.
in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
Yeah, to be fair, the only time I've put decent hours into fishing has been in RuneScape. I played the fishing minigame in Final Fantasy 15 quite a bit. I also noticed there's a fuse box.
Come in, Mr. Wake.
Could it be?
Your phone's on the desk.
Shit.
The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Barry?
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this.
I also noticed the phone was Verizon.
Hello?
Alice, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight.
Mr. Wade, can I help you with
Don't do
anything?
nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wade. You can get there through the cell corridor.
The light's on. The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here.
Manuscript page. Nice. The dark presence in the diner.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
It's the old lady. It's just Verizon Energizer. Oh yeah.
Hurt my eyes and made my head ache.
Oh, there's the
It
switch.
said, "Go through the fence on the left."
Thank you, man. Thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See? Sure.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
I only got drunk afterward. Okay, listen. You gotta listen carefully now. Here's the kicker. That wasn't Danny. No, sir. It only looked like him. You wanna know who it really was?
Oh my god, of course.
I'll tell you who it really was. It was a goddamn space alien! I know it sounds like something a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
I'm just shit-faced now. You done? Yeah, I don't think he knows about the shadows. I think he's just pissed and believing in aliens. What is this? Examine. Yes! Ooh, Alice sees a shadow.
Alice
Spoilers!
looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
That sounds like the old lady.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the parade float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Oh dear. How do we tell them? God, that guy's still rambling to himself. Sheesh. What the hell happened to that door?
I've seen it twice.
Examine the junker. Gotta blame the aliens. Yep. Oh, that's what he means. Of course. Oh, he did say a hole in the fence. Oh, I was like, how do I get over there? By using this incredible thing called jumping. Kick. Before I do that, I want to just double check. There's a thermos and a radio.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deerfest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting that the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
Yeah, don't worry. I figured as much. Alright, well, there's no manuscript, but I did get a thermos. Alley-oop. Oh, there's a manuscript page over there. Alright, what's it gonna spoil for me this time? It's gonna tell me what's in the junker.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak.